If you're struggling to get effective use of the 5 whys process for your root cause approach, or you don't even know what 5 whys is, then this video is for you. We've got 7 great tips that are going to help you get the very best out of that approach. I'm John Watt from Manycaps Consulting, and this is another Thursday Q&A. Our question this week comes from Ryan in Seattle, who says, we're introducing the 5 whys as our main root cause tool. Is there a good way to help people get comfortable with the ongoing questioning? 5 whys process is one of those ones that we teach companies early on when we start in on the lean process. On the surface of it, the 5 whys process is pretty simple. It's just keep asking why. Why did this happen? Why was that the outcome? It's going to help you step through an issue, level at a time. And each time you've come up with what you think is the root cause, you ask again, well, why could that happen? It's like peeling back the onion of the process. Now, you don't always have to be asking why 5 times. Sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 7. It's whatever you need it to be. There's no secret to 5. It's just about digging into the issues time and time again and not accepting the initial rush to judgment of getting a solution and getting it off your desk. Like asking why can get a little bit much. So here are some tips. Firstly, make sure everyone knows that you're trying to uncover a process problem. It's not about finding someone to blame. And by focusing on the process rather than the person, you put the people side of things, the personal stuff to the side, and people are less likely to get defensive. You want to encourage debate, not stop it. Some companies find it uncomfortable having people arguing or debating things, but it's really going to help you. You want people to challenge each other in terms of, I think it's this, well, why do you think it's that? You've got to test it out before you accept it as this is the next thing. You have multiple paths to go down as you go through your root cause process. It's very rare that there's one answer. And to make sure you're going down the right path, you want to debate it. And some of those debates are going to be quite vigorous, and that's a good thing. The next thing to think about is that even though it's called the 5 why process, you don't actually have to use the word why. In fact, I'd encourage you not to do it. That's because it is going to make people feel slightly accused of something. Why did that happen? Why this? So as I said before, it can make people uncomfortable. Instead, take a bit of a coaching approach and use phrases like, what would cause, how would this occur, what would need to happen for, that sort of stuff, so that you're drawing people out into the conversation. So the next one obviously is, we're talking about coaching and running it more as a coaching session. That means the people running the session need to have a little bit of training on coaching. So take them aside, give them the time, get them the tools, and they're going to do a far better job of pulling information out of your team, taking it as a coaching approach. Now, most root cause sessions happen in meeting rooms where you've got whiteboards and post-its and all that sort of stuff. But where you can, physically go to where the problem has occurred. In Lean, we talk about going to the Gemba, where the real place, where the action actually happens. It's going to give you so much more insight into what really could have occurred and allow you to look around the environment, because sometimes the environment plays as big a part in finding the root cause as anything else. When you do get a root cause, make sure you test that out in the actual process. Prove that what you think is the fault is actually the fault. In the same way, when you think you have a solution, go back to the process and test it out. Make sure that your solution fixes the problem. The other thing to remember is that people are going to come to the root cause session with preconceived ideas. They think they know already what it is. It's called confirmation bias. You come in with a preconceived idea, and then all the facts get adjusted or interpreted in a way that confirms what they think at the start. So you have to work to avoid that. Finally, keep in mind that may not be one single root cause. It's a common misconception that when you're root causing, you're coming to one single final thing. Might not be. It may be a combination of events or a combination of actions that must occur to create the issue. It's easy to get sucked into just looking for that one final answer. It might not be one thing. So that's us for another Thursday Q&A session. I hope you found it useful. As always, let us know your thoughts and keep sending in the questions. They help everyone keep improving, and we'd love to hear them. Thanks again. Have a great day.